What's going on, guys? Brandon Gentile here, Legacy Group Real Estate Team. I don't want you to be short-sighted. I had an awesome meeting today. Some of you saw it on our Snapchat and Instagram stories, and we had an awesome time earlier today with a big entrepreneur in Clarkston, and we had a big chat about being short-sighted and the mistake that so many people are making. And it's something that Gary Vaynerchuk's been talking about lately. It's something that comes up a lot, but people just really don't take it to heart. And it's something that I think you really have to be stubborn. You've got to be really stubborn, and you've got to be real serious about it, and you have to be committed, and you have to know that you're going to get there in the end. Being short-sighted is going to short out so many people's dreams and so many people's goals. And if you can just take that long-term approach, I mean, we were talking today about how we do a lot of networking events, we do a lot of stuff. I don't even carry business cards. Like, number one, it's 2017. Number two, like, it's just, you don't go into a networking event just like looking for, oh, how can I do a deal with you? How can I do a deal here? How can I do a deal there? Go in looking for relationships, build relationships, nurture relationships. That's how you build an empire. You can't go in looking short term and just looking for a quick dollar. It might help you at that second. You might be ahead of everyone else over the next year or the next 6 months or whatever it may be. But in the long term, that game will run out. You'll either get burned out or it'll just run out. So building, and I always think of Robert Kiyosaki, right? Building a brand, then building marketing, and then sales come with that. There's 3 layers. So it's super important to focus on that. And this goes for any walk of life. Be long-term. Do the long tail. Be long-term with things. You're going to be around your family the rest of your life. So you better, treat them well now, because you're going to be around them the rest of your life. So, be long-term about it. You're going to be there in the long run. Don't just treat people and treat things so short-term just to, squeeze every last thing out of, it that you can right at that second. Because those things, if you do that, they're not going to be there forever for you. So you have to be super smart about that. This is something that I think about a lot. It's something that a lot of entrepreneurs, Gary Vaynerchuk, obviously, Ty Lopez, a number of big people have been talking a lot about lately. And I think it's so, just with our culture and how our culture is so just driven for the short term, that it's just, I wanted to make a quick video on it because it's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Had an awesome talk about it earlier. So it's a Monday motivation for this week. Be long term. Don't be so short-sighted. Don't think that the end is coming tomorrow. We're so caught up again in this YOLO, this you only live once mentality, and it's really unfair to people. And it's untrue. You actually live a long time. If you live every day and you're in the present, you live a long time. And you have to do things that get you out there, and they get you scared, and they get you uncomfortable, and you have to do that to some degree. But YOLO doesn't mean burn bridges, and doesn't mean go do drugs and go crazy because you only live once. It means do the right thing. You're gonna be here 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So what are you doing right now that's gonna set you apart and let you do things in 10 years from now that other people can't, because you're doing right now what other people won't. So that's a Monday motivation, guys. Don't be so short-sighted. Think long-term. Everything you do, think long-term. So Monday motivation this week. Hope you guys kick some ass this week. I really appreciate, and our team appreciates, all the comments and the direct messages, the Snapchats we get, emails, texts, calls. We really appreciate all of it, and we love you guys a ton. So Monday motivation this week. Kick some ass. Be long-term. Don't be short-sighted, and we'll talk to you guys soon.